interested
about
now. What was the question again, sir?
ISIS. Views on ISIS.
If you look at the Middle East, I think I can talk Arabic because I'm Muslim. It's good to talk. If you look at the Middle East, Syria, Iraq, Libya, would anybody want to live there? Would I want to live with my family there? I mean, look, there is no law, there is nothing there. What's going to happen in 5 years' time? Another Africa, no jobs, nothing. So what are they promoting and what are they doing? I mean, this is out of my head. I just can't work it out. It sounds like there's nothing there. And around the world, who's killing them? Also Muslims. Go on bombing with, okay, they're asking America to help them, the British to help them, they're asking everybody to help them. And they're going and help them out, just get rid of those criminals. And we can see some young people going from this country too. This can be a disaster for Muslims. So we need to wake up and say, look, we have to do something about that. And some people are always going to be in their side anyway. What can we do? We always have a crazy people in all sides. They will agree with what they do. But if a human being and see what they're doing to people, no. So the Islam I know is nothing to do with Islam. Islam I know is very peace-loving. It's really amazing faith I follow.
So is religion a problem for us?
It's not a problem at all. It's people are using the religion for their own purpose, nothing else. People are using. What they're doing is Islam, if you see Jonathan, he would be more expert in those lines because he's doing his PhD. The Islam I follow, Islam is the way of life. And he controls the state, community, and everything else. So it's just like if Islam was here, it's just like you're controlling everything. So what they're doing is they pick and choosing. ISIS is pick and choosing. And they're just using one paragraph of the probably of the Quran, and they're using it against everything else. So they're misusing it. But it's not only ISIS. There are lots of groups in the world. They're misusing their own religion, I'm afraid. So.
Okay, Mr. Jonathan, do you have any kinds of comments? Because he mentioned some of young people, they are going from here to another country for some purposes. Okay, so is religion a problem for us? Can you make any kinds of comments about that?
I don't feel like that the main problem with this happening has to do with religion. I think if a young person is involved in their faith will make them want to do something positive, to work for their community, and they won't feel the need to. They will feel if they want to help people in other countries, and there's a lot we need to do to support Syrian refugees, to support people who are suffering in the situation now, and to really lobby our governments to make a difference in the region. But there are many ways of doing that, and I don't think that the problem is to do with religion. It's to do with certain people who want to recruit young people for their own political purpose, and they bring them over. But in some ways, I feel like it's a failure for us in the UK if we don't have something more attractive to give young people. If the thing that they're attracted to is that, then we need to do more to give them something to feel they're a part of our community, they add to it, they can contribute, they can make a difference in a way that they won't be able to do if they travel anywhere else. They can make a difference here.
Okay, how we can stop them? Is there any way or anything like that you can mention?
I mean, I think that one of the main things is providing good alternatives for young people, because I think I remember when I was in university and before when I was in high school. They call high school in the US was it A levels high school?
We slept here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, young people get really passionate about things, and when we find out that there's injustice in the world, we want to do something about it. We don't want to just sit down and have people say, "Oh, you're young, you can't do anything. That's the way the world is. The world is unjust." We want to do something. So I think when young people get motivated in this way, we should have things for them to do. We can say, "This is a campaign you can join. This is a way you can change the lives of Syrians who are suffering." We give people ways to get involved in a positive way, and then they won't be. They will see this is better than the other alternative. So I think that's the main thing that we should do.
I find it very interesting meeting new people from different groups. When you get to know them, honestly, you will see the world is really beautiful. Honestly, it's a really beautiful world. There are beautiful people around as well, honestly. Because we're not meeting them, we're just meeting the people who wants to argue. You're isolated yourself. And some of us, we are hiding behind other foreign policy, this policy. Our failing, we are hiding behind their policy. Forget about the other policy. What is your policy? That's what you got to come up with. I remember I interviewed one person. So he kept telling me, I said to him, why are we failing in Middle East? All those leaders and all those politicians, why are we failing? Why is it our countries are so messed up? And we're promoting our religion is beautiful. And what's going on here? And he said to me, the foreign policy of this country. I said, no, stop blaming other people. Stop blaming yourself and try to change it. Tell me the policy, which part of the policy you don't like, then we can talk about it. Don't just say foreign policy. Don't just say other policy. Don't just say name it. Give me a specific thing you don't like and we can talk about it. No, foreign policy. What does it mean by foreign policy? It's a big thing. People are coming to Americans and these guys and say, come and help us. We are taking that. They're not going there. Yes, they're going to play their role. They will play a role. They go in there, they have their own probably agenda, who knows, good or bad, whatever. But we just keep blaming others. What's wrong with us? Why don't we stand up to our wrongs? Who was better? Gaddafi was there. What was he doing? Saddam was there. What was he doing? In Syria, and Assad was doing. Why don't we talk about this lot too? If you want to blame anybody, make sure you be fair on them. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Your generation after you will do the same thing, same mistakes again and again over. In First World War, Second World War, we had it in Europe. Look at them now. They're friends now. UK and France.
Yeah.
But look at them now, honestly. In Ireland, they learned. IRA, they learned. Why can't we learn? So I think we need to look at ourselves first. But I think we have a problem in our society is we have a religious group and we have a non-religious group. So what we're doing, we keep blaming ourselves. No, we need to come together. Honestly, we need to come together and say, let's find a solution.
Exactly.
Otherwise, none of us can be in a happy state. And I'm becoming a politician now.